Hey, what is up, my guys? This is Skyrimnest here, and we are here playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Never played any of these games before, but I was interested in it, and I do like Detective Conan, so if that can be kind of like, you know, connected together, detectives, law, and order, all that shiz. That's why I'm trying this out. Seems like a fun game. So yeah, as always, I'd like to thank everybody who watches, even if it's just for a second. I really appreciate it, and just give me like a minute to set things up, and we'll get straight on with it. I don't know why it's starting with a press X thing, but I will not question it. It will not be questioned. Right, let's see, bitrate 600 at the moment. I suppose that's fine because there's the audio. There's the audio. There you go. And that means we're good to go. So, I don't know if it's supposed to be the silent. Let's press X. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Ooh, that's loud. Let's put both those down. Single box skip. Screen shake on, vibration on, text box. Let's put high transparency on. Ew, I guess it is just kind of like lawyering and stuff in it, so nothing else is really needed. Let's just put single box skip. And let's start a new game. Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. Justice for all. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. Trials and Tribulations. Alright, well, let's play this one because it's obviously the first game. Episode 1. The first turnabout. Yes, I would like to play. I'll do the sound effects. Oh no! Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this! I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Seriously? Is it just me or is that music insanely loud? I don't know about you, but I'll suggest turning the volume a bit down. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? That's a conflict of interest, idiot. Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Ugh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah, no shit. Yeah. Sigh. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a well without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. I hope I'm doing these anime voices good. August 3rd, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name. Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. I don't even know. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. I can't even keep voices straight in my head. Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy's autopsy report. It's, wasn't it Mrs. Black? Miss Cinder Black? What? Right? If you forgot something, use R1 to check the record. Mistaken case. That's right. Who is the victim in this case? Oh, Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt trauma. Hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into the evidence. Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Like deep emotionally? Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently. Ooh. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Okay. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily.
This could be bad.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo, Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony.
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. Wasn't you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
Well, he probably killed her.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor,
the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added to the court record. Passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on the 30th of July? The day before the murder.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income.
Damn, I can't keep his voice straight in my head.
It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar?
Yes.
Older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop him from answering. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is
clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Well, I need to know what he's going to say first. I'll send him a signal.
Lie, like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing from the scene of the crime.
It's obviously the guy that killed her.
Order in the court.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sahwit to the stand.
Sahwit? I is the killer.
Mr. Sawin, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawin, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness's account. I hate this guy. Not just because of the dot on his head. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man flee in an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I told him to lie.
I can't defend you against your testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawin used was one of those. Your Honor, I have record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record. Electricity to Mr. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Hold on a second.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Noon till 6 p.m. And she died the day after she arrived back at 4 to 5 p.m. That makes sense. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness' testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face! Okay. Open the court record with R1 button, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Alright. She died of blood loss trauma at 4 to 5 p.m. This was the thingy. Victim arrived home just the day before murder. The building was... electricity was out from noon to 6 p.m. Chief attorney at Playing my boss had a very good defense attorney. Lack of a guy who's been my friend since grade school. The victim in this case and a model she lived in an apartment by herself. That does not look like the same woman that died. The prosecutor in this case generally bad at getting his points across. Discover Mr. Stone. Okay. Cross-examination, witness's account. I was going to the door-to-door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. Isn't leaving a man and apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Just press L1 every time. Half open, you say. Yes, the door was open halfway. Yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came close to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought.
I see, and what happened next?
Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment.
You looked inside? What does that mean? What gave you the idea to do that?
Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing.
Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside.
Why did Payne cut him off so quickly?
So you looked into the apartment. What happened then?
Then I saw a line there, a woman not moving, dead. Hold on a second. The electricity was off. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? I thought they were. How are you going to see into the apartment if it's dark? Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, please take the facts over for accusation. Oh shit, I'm losing help. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. And I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Wait, I already did this. I already did this. And I saw her lying there, dead, not a woman, not moving, dead. How do you know she wasn't just asleep? How did you know she was dead?
Are you sure she was dead?
Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately. Why, what did you call your mom? You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them?
Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next?
However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. You just said you didn't go inside. The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no. No, it wasn't, right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that, I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried to use that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct?
What happened next?
I went to a nearby phone and found a public phone. Oh, the building. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer to at the nearby apartments. Alright, what time did you call again? I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. 1 p.m? Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m? Right, doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. She died at 4 to 5 p.m. You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe.
Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report.
The autopsy notes that the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial.
The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sarwit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The witness testimony, the time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. The electricity was off, you fool. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. The time of discovery, cross-examination. Tell me more about that. You said heard, not saw. Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything, and least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all.
The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything.
I have to agree with the prosecution. I never played this actual game before either.
Witness continue your testimony. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
Hold it right there. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio?
Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television.
Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about it seems fishy. Something about hearing the television.
The witness testified he heard the time.
Television? But
there was a blackout from noon till 6, so even if it was at that time, it would have never worked. Present this. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah!
The defense has a point. Do you have any explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
That, and you seem rather distraught.
Yo, he has a toupee on. My apologies, Your Honor.
It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Bro, I got you. I got you, bro. Hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, was it there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
That's not right.
That must have been what I saw.
The murder weapon was the statue. A little... You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. You're a stupid judge. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear it. Time. I saw it. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake.
Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock.
A table clock. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Was there? A table clock. Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Now hold it right there. Are you sure about that? The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon.
That's what I just said.
Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. This was the murder weapon, a statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy.
Present. Objection! Wait just a moment!
The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue! Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
Well, how would he know that? He never touched it.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all.
Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. You have any problems with his testimony now?
Yes! Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he would have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment.
clearly a contradiction.
Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock.
Because he went into the apartment.
You're lying.
You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh, yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court.
Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this?
This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless?
Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. I knew he was wearing a toupee. He just took me at the face. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn, give him death. Bro, you lied about your hair. I don't trust you on anything else. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... What would the batteries do? Nothing. Ask the neighbours. They didn't even hear the murder dying. Why would they hear the time? Try sounding the clock. Maybe it'll say 1. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is right now? It's 11:25. Oh, that said 8:25, did it? As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to tuck your way out of this one. Ha! 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 You forgot one thing! Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I came all the way down here to testify and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. I did almost have him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Really? Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Oh, my boss is jumping in. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? She was in a different country? The electricity was out, so it wasn't charged?
No, I can't think of a reason. How am I supposed to know that? I know you can figure it out. There must be some evidence in the court record, something that shows why the clock was 3 hours slow. Find it and you won't have a foot to stand on. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Do you have evidence to prove this? This is it, all or nothing. Yes, Your Honor. I believe I have evidence that can prove my claim. Ha ha! I'd like to see that! Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. It can't be the time of death. The statue itself can't be proved. She came from Paris, maybe the time difference? The electricity was out for 6 hours. So maybe it wasn't charged? All I can think of is she was in a different country, maybe she took the clock with her. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Solid? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Ooh, damn, got him! Got him! Yeah, this is my first time playing. Oh, what the hell? Did he take cyanide to kill himself? What just happened? Bro just bloody... just started goggling. Order, order, I say. But I got him to the point that he bloody killed himself. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
Here. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty! Woo! We freed our friend! That's damn good! And with that, this court is adjourned. Nice. Solved our first case. Turns out that Frank Sarwit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when the people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. Wouldn't it have been easier for him to just bloody not report it and just stay away? Nobody would have been able to prove it. There was no CCTV because the electricity was out. He was lucky. If he didn't get himself involved, he would have got away with it. After he left, Mr. Sarwit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sarwit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 PM, District Court, Defendant Lumpy, number 2. Phew! I still can't believe we won! Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, I imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over!
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no, I mean... Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. She was a gold digger! Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate dinner. Movie, my treat.
Your name's Larry, you doofus. Such a simp. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
It's the murder weapon. Why am I getting this as a present? A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that just make you want to cry?
Larry. Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? She's talking about the statue itself, man. That's...
Take that, Larry!
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she travelled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take travelling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better. Why is he calling me Nick? Oh, Phoenix. Nick. Alright, okay. Right? Hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We really never know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Da-da-da. Right. Listen. Learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah, innocent butts. Oh, speaking of Harry, it's Larry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Bruh, you're my boss! Stay away! Workplace harassment. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, Gee, Nick,
it's good to have friends.
but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. We did pro bono? I don't do pro bono work! I want money! I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the centre of another incident. How? And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh no, the chief's gonna die. I don't want her to die. She's nice. The end. What's gonna happen to the chief? The first turnabout. Trophy. Clear episode 1 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. A brand new episode has been added. Turnabout Sisters. Yes, I would like to save. Save that sting. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. It's Maya and Mia. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Whoa. Oh, this is our boss, Mia. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what's it this time? It's a clock. Clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue, the thinker. It tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers! I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint.
Alright, it's a deal.
Okay, sis, see you soon. My Larry voice is coming back. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 AM in the morning. Alright, that's crucial information. September 5th, 8:57 PM. It's been about 12 hours. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
Oh, you're not coniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see.
I should have been more careful. I guess he was listening in on the phone call.
Ho ho! My dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Exclamation mark!
Oh no, the boss! The thinker again! He just killed the boss. Red, white, blue. What does that mean? September 5th, 9:08 PM. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Is it iron? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Examine. What's the point of this examine thing? Move to the office, yeah.
That smell. Blood.
Sis. Someone's there. Chief. Chief. Chief! Who are you? Bruh, did she just collapse? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. She's obviously the sister. Went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Could we get her some help? Hospital? Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. Really? Our boss died that quickly? We only knew her for one episode of her case. Chief. Examine the body, I guess? Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The thinker added to the court record. The murder weapon looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by Larry Butts. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Multiple pieces of the glass stand lying broken in the back of the room. The broken remains of glass light stand, broken beyond all recognition. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. Piece of paper! It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? A dying message? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. See added to the court record. Department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. She's probably Maya. That's got a tick next to it. It's encrusted with dry blood. How ironic that this became a murder weapon again. Painful to look at, but I have to give me a sec. Looks like she's doing. There's a large building right across the office. The Gateway Water Hotel, a nice luxurious place. Ooh. That's actually a physical thing I can't go on. I didn't expect that. Let's see, the glass stand. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. The chief's chair. A simple functional design feels pretty good to sit into. I think we've got everything, yeah? Just one quick look over. No clues here. Alright. Oh wait, there's a whole nother part of the room. Perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. The Fay & Co ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. Small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Let's check the phone. Right, I'd better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. What was with that outfit? All the chief's important documents back here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Let's check the computer, maybe? Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Nothing in the bin. Maybe we can try and use the phone again. Phone receiver is missing a few screws, I better not use it. So you want us to look back at the window again? There's a large building right across the gateway. So it's missing a few screws. Am I looking for the screws on the floor? What am I doing? So I can't use the phone. What am I looking for then? I thought he wanted me to look out of the window at the lady again. But he doesn't.
The phone. Yes. So I need to find the screws for it? Maybe? Can't seem to find anything though. Phone receiver is missing a few screws. I better not use it. Oh, move. Fay & Co law offices. That girl was just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Oh, she's there. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Fay. Maya Fay? Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. First of all, we'll examine her. Oh wait, I guess not. The reception desk, I usually sit here. First we'll look around the room and see what we can find. Small writing desk cluttered with office supplies. Could cram more legal books in here even if you want to. Few can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insignificant. Maybe we can turn the light on. The door to the chief's office light. Better not touch the doorknob. A large painting, I should call this modern art. I, on the other hand, call it a mistake. The sofas for clients is leather. Move. Go back to the office. We don't need to do that. Let's talk to her first. What happened? She used to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? We'll give the note after I talk to her a bit. I came in, the room was dark. And sis, so she was already dead. You and the chief. So you're the chief's sister. I'm a younger sister. And you were here visiting. Are you a maiden, shrine maiden? What are you dressed in? You here visiting this late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence, yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Alright, well then, how about this? It's got your name on it. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Well, yeah. Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Oh no, the police are here! Am I getting arrested for this? No, we've got a witness here, the girl. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police.
Alright.
I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. See? What the hell kind of name is that? What? Detective Dick Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What an odd name. Yeah, you didn't talk about how it interacts with the first name.
We see the report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw murder.
It must have been that woman I saw with the love heart buttons.
Anyway,
I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have. Nah.
Whoa! Excuse me!
This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name.
What?
The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not.
Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am.
What? Right, well that's obviously, this guy didn't do no work at all. Gumshoe. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6, 9:07 AM. Detention center, visitors room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, she's not got a prison uniform though. Same clothes. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to leave me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. No, I didn't. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. She was talking good about me. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Hey, I need to free your sister now. That's what she said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia? Damn, the names get mixed up. I know. Who's this dude? This god monsters the visitors room. He hasn't moved an inch. He's a real pro, this guy. Why can't we examine everything now? Fluorescent light bulbs. A camera. Smile for the camera. They should only... I could go back to the law officers. Maya, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes. What's with that outfit? Oh, this is what all the acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. That's very strange. Yeah. Don't know for the law. Spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Can examine everything. The day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes, let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. You want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yeah. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. Show me the cell phone then. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on the phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered the detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Alright, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo. A conversation I had with my sister is recorded on my cell phone. Spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte medium in training? That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a sec, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into that stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait, what? So you're a real honest to goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me a spirit then? You can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. It's Bolshevik! That's why! I could do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favour? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? If that's what you want to do, fine. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. You could turn to me. Say what about your parents? Okay, just a lot of dots. I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. They're dead. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? He told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney who can defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. We can still question this. Can you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I don't know. It must be hard. I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold an evidence. That's the thing clock that Larry made. Practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Present. Here, this is my attorney badge. Hey, here's the thinkers that killed your sister. I won't ask you about the murder weapon. Poor sis. Better not ask her about this now. You know how this stuff broke? This was lying next to Chief's body. I saw that too. They said they thought these were pieces of broken nightstand. Yeah, I thought that too. Though I'd never heard of a glass nightstand before this. Remember that receipt? You mean the one with my name on it? Any idea why she... Absolutely none. Do you trust me? I trust you. Why? Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but that detective thinks I did it. Here's this memo you just gave to me. So Gumshoe took it. I'll have to try to get to it. Right, so nothing else to do. Let's move to Grossberg Law Offices. Oh, we're gonna try and get that detective Maya. September September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. What's this? Table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that light is made of solid gold. Even I could tell someone here has got money to burn. Jeez. A potted plant. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil painting is so thick, it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Solid mahogany. Mahogany! The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Mahogany. Expensive looking mahogany bullshit. Damn, this guy's rich with all his mahogany. Filled with expensive looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. I think we've looked at everything here. There's not a lot to do. Let's go back to the law offices. Maybe that detective will be there. September 6th, Bay and Co. Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers because it's a crime scene. Yeah. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you, Detective Gumtree, suede shoes. I can see the jump to Gumtree, but what about suede shoes? I mean the shoes bit, yeah. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe. Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. The sky's blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Maybe she'll have seen something. That lady who reported us. Mia's favourite plot plan. I remember it had this bizarre name, but I could never remember. Cordyline Stricter, pal. Who was that? An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's desk perfectly clean, as always. The only thing is missing is Mia. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scary still is that Mia probably read all of these. A primetime lawyer cut down in the prime of her life. Talk about Mia. About Miss Faye. Did you have an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report. But that's all. Time of death, 5th of September, 9 PM. Cause single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. About Maya. Why do you think she did it? About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. No, who's Edgeworth? Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course not. Never heard of him. Whoa, what'd you call yourself a lawyer, pal? I do not know Edgeworth. I don't know who he is. About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says that he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. And so he commits crimes to get people who do crimes. What an idiot. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Of course I do. I know him. He's a field prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So Urgis is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became custody at the incredible age of 20. Right. I need you... Hey, look! I'm a lawyer. Sorry, pal, but I got no info for the likes of you. This is the murder weapon. Do you know anything about this? The statue? That's the murder weapon. Huh? He thinks the clock is just a statue too. I'm starting to think I've never seen this thing. About these glass shards, can you tell me anything about them? There's broken glass at the crime scene, right? Oh, that. Seems like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards were pieces of the broken stand. What about this? There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not. So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. I need your cell phone. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that. I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean...
Wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer.
Uh-oh, he's onto me. Tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, you know is... Nope, I know nothing, pal. Cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like a boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all little girls' secrets and spicy secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. Oh, alright, that was easy. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Maya's cell phone holds a conversation between the chief and Maya. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You done, pal? Yeah, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait! One more thing I wanted to mention to you. Don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. That witness. Got to think of it, I'd completely forgot about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me your name, Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? Aha, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. You're a straight guy, Gumshoe. Straight shooter. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Thanks for this. Don't mention it, pal. When it comes to dealing with lawyers, fight fair and square is our motto. Don't know how I feel seeing everything written up like this. Makes Mia's death seem so routine. Nothing else to talk about? No. Gatewater Hotel. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel. Room 303. We just got in, did we? Well, hello there, handsome. Why are you doing cat hands? Nyah. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Remember to self, thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. Pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Let's see, we've got a still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. The flowers are fake as expected. I know some flowers are tulips, but that's about my extent of floral knowledge. What's this? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. That phone across the way was missing screws. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey, what are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't allow it to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside the drawer. The late summer sunlight streams in the window. There's the faint cold law offices building or close. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize the face from this distance though. Maybe she's dating the killer. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. The killer probably, right? Simple bed, it's been recently made, nothing eye-catching there. You could have found evidence, trace amounts of stuff. What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. What you witness? You think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observed. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Shut up, lady! Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Miss May, could you just... Who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No! I'm just doing my job here. You don't know you're cute when you blush. Shut up, lady. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no, teehee. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Well, she's giving me nothing. She's definitely involved. In this room, see, there are 2 glasses on the table. Someone staying here with you? Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues? I'm in the garbage. She's so mean! Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. And why are you doing constantly cat hands? Oh boy. Maybe I can get some information out of here. I'm a lawyer, talk to me. A witness, police witness, you won't understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Be the witness, just like in the movies. Do you recognize this? Is she gonna say the same thing to everything? Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in while I see some... I remember this is the conversation we had at the beginning. Well, she's giving me nothing. Let's try going back to the law offices and getting the detective. He's still out. Well, maybe I should just wait for him to come back. Ahem! That was the most over-the-top cleaning of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me? Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. Huh? That badge on your collar? Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it? Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? A-cha-cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused before I even got a chance to ask him? What do I tell Maya? I've already examined the room, and I don't think he brought anything with him. Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see? But the client is Miss Fay's sister, Mia Fay's sister. Mia trusted you, so she knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine, I don't have time to argue with you, I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fay? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly.
She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. What's going on with that odious painting in the back? That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed! It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The colour of the sky, the hue of the sea, the wave of the straw hat. The weave. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Could I present you with some stuff? This is the murder weapon. Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. What about this? Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say. How about if I showed you the death report? Right, well, there's nothing I can do. She's giving me nothing. I've got everything from there. Let's go back and visit Maya then. September 6th, 3:42 PM. Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. Well, that's a lie. He was fatter than anybody I've ever seen. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? He did. He refused. I see. I've been abandoned then. No point examining. Your family. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know, so she could still be alive.
Tell me about your mother.
The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. Your mother's enemy, who was it? Could have come back. Maybe that guy was after Mia, was getting close to him. So who's this man that who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughing stock of the nation. I see. Why? Excuse me? Why? That was his name. My sister told me. Why? Wait, it said white, red, blue at the beginning, remember? Just a little longer now, before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 PM, time's up. What should I do now? I just leave it and go home? No. I'm a defender. I made up my mind. I'm gonna defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, someone else is the culprit. You are the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? Because it's obvious. I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. What evidence? It was just one receipt with her name written on the back in blood. That witness's strange behaviour, was that all an act? And the way that lawyers refuse to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know I've been there a long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. That's right, it is. It's very deep, Godspeed. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Phew, she smiled at least. At last, she looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. See? I'm a lawyer! Here's your phone. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. By the way, here's how your sister was killed! Yeah, I should have. Let's try going back here. See what's in that door. Oh, it's a bellboy. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. Wait, let's do a Michael Caine voice. Master Bruce, I just come out to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using this, facilities. If you know need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like, Master Wayne. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come up here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot, Master Wayne. Yeah, you came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Mr. White? White! Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? White, red, blue. Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name, my sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? First of all, let's see what's in this bloody drawer. Screwdrivers. She undid the phone so she could call, and she could be the witness. The screwdriver sticking out of the open half door. And my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? Why would a woman like her be doing a thing like this? Because she was spying over there. They wiretapped the phone, and when the sister called and said the papers would be in the statue, the guy heard and he came and got her. That's what happened. Wiretap added to the court record, found in Miss May's hotel room. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. She's a bit of an idiot as well because she just left it in the open drawer. Why would she have something like this in a hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean? Oh, bellboy, still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Alright, it's time for the court. It's time for day 2 of episode 2 Turnabout Sisters. September 7th, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 1. It's time for the trial. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir.
No, that's not his voice. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. I can't help but do the English accent. The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker, found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. You know it's a clock, Judge. You were there the last time. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the... Floor plans, the murder scene, the Fay and Cole officers. Now, Detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testimony, Maya Fay's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at this very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Right, let's give this a try. Something the matter? Nope, Your Honor, I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Cross-examination, Maya Fay's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Hold it there! Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't you play dumb, you know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed, not sure it did much though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. Hold it! How do you know there were 3? How long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say it was 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So tell us who the 2 people who you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With the fucky hippie hair and your spiky hair, clothes, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She's pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. Immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why did you do that? Why is that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. I can't see a single contradiction in there. Let's have to take my advice and press him on anything suspicious. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Did you? In 3 minutes? Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. The call was from a customer. Hold it, this witness account. Hold on just 1 second, yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? Yeah, you did. I heard you say it. You didn't say it, you said it! Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honour, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honour. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on the piece of paper next to the victim's body.
On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was a blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence! Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about the vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm a real embarrassed and I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Just got to press about every single thing. And did you find any evidence? No, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen. I'm getting to the good part. I've got a bad feeling about this. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. What's a memo? Just because you find it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh ho! Then who did write it, smarty pants? Who? The killer. The killer. Anyone can see that. Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. On it, the word Maya was clearly in blood. Maybe it says something else. Do you have any proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. You sound pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results showed that blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Well, no. What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind of? Well, I hear they take the little bits in the blood, the hemoglobins, hemoglobin bobbin. I refuse to testify this matter, pal. I'm not expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah. I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh, mess. Right, where was I? Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. What have I got on the record? I got a death at 9 PM. I got a phone call. Which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Haha, nice try. Uh-oh, I guess I wasn't too hard to see what I was going to get out there. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's names? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about the reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there! The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order! I didn't go so well. That's right, what he said. That's his whole testimony. Your Honour, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradicting. Crap. That didn't go so well. I don't get what I can... She died at 9 o'clock. This is conversation. Death was instantaneous. Thank you, Godspeed. You're a genius, Godspeed. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. She's dead. Dead people can't write notes. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. No shit. Mr. Wright. Beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. Prosecution's point being that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? Second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. You faked that! I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. He's ugly and he smells! No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. May. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Don't bow, you bum. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Definitely not innocent. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Teehee, wink. Bro, this is a courtroom. Act properly. This lady, man. Order, an introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aww, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. I hate that I just did that sound. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room, teehee. I checked in right after lunch. This hotel is directly across from the offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to court about what you saw. Witness account. Witness testimony. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she came up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bit, see, wink. Stop winking! He said no wanton winking. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. A cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. It was like 9 at night, I looked out the window, you know. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expected to see something? Oh, well, gee. What, that's it? She can't get out of this question that easily? I sort of, you know... I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. I should press a little harder this one. Go for it! Let's see how far I can move this. I'm sure you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Bro, stop it! Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him. Oh, they're all on the girl's side. The poor girl. Order. Damn, that was instant order. He's got magic gavel. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl. What about poor me? You look out the window, what did you see next? Then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The poor woman with long hair, that was Mia Fey. Slender, sort of, well, some might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? The person attacking her? The one attacking her was the martyr girl sitting in the defendant's chair. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There's only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. That's right. I question the testimony. Hold it on a minute. Testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. You're lying. You saw nothing? Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me about... Because I'm clueless about this, I mean... Okay, if you had really witnessed my claim, if you noticed her clothes before noticing her physique... No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Damn, we got her. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed the way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? We got it. What? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Stop waking! Your testimony again if you would. Damn, I almost had it. Witness's account. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with the weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, the kind of statuey clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee. How do you know it was a clock? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Yeah, I'm going straight for that clock. Hold it right there! A clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, lawyer. You can't win them all. No, I have a feeling I want to something now. Bam! Objection! Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Shut up, lady! You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Miss May! Could you explain how you know this was a clock? Don't object to me. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course you will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Objection again! But questions are all I have, Your Honour. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained! You may continue to question the witness. Thank you, Mr. Judge. Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. You were all the way across the street. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co? No? Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Co where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honour. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honour, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly just take a look right now? Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honour? It is as the defence says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Ha ha! Objection! Got you! Stupid lady. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. Huh, that is true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. That is exactly what happened, Your Honour. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is this phone. Take that! Take it! Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Thank you. Woohoo, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order, order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. That's right, you can't prepare for this with your dirty ways. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember his up for evaluation too. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. Ah, I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clock out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 AM. The morning. Got it. Take that indeed! Your Honour, I think this makes it clear the clock was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Hee wink. So the witness has seen it before, that would make sense. Does the defense any objection to this? Yes! Because it's not a store-bought clock. The witness claims she has seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. The clock itself? Made by 90 bucks. Take it! It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. The one that isn't in here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Damn! Got it! Oh, excuse is not on sale today. What the hell's going on in the middle there? Jeez. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Bruh, she turned ugly. Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Silly me. Did I like lose it? Yeah, you did. I guess I did. Tee wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. She went bloody super safe. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does this defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon of the clock was because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. It's this wiretap! Take it! Take it to the bank! Have a look at this! I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure it is. Objection overruled. Troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the fourth weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is the same phone call. Take it! Take it to the bank! I present the defendant's sold phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to me for. Again, what is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! Oh, she called him a lawyer, the worst insult. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it, the court seen the real Miss April May now. Fake crier. Not to deal the final blow. She didn't do it, but she helped. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. But the court does not condone the defence's tone of voice. He has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove that you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped her phone? Ha! Let me see you pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You're probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Alright, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. Just like your soul, woman. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. I wasn't saying she murdered her. I'm saying she's lying. She can't be held accountable and trusted for her testimony. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I take Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the weapon wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy. Then you will recognise that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. Thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty from Miss Maya Fay. Well, I'm not calling her that is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? I think we have to accept, right? Question. I'll accept it. Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have done that. Very well, the court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Who is... Master Wayne? Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. Even brought the little teapot. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness will begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Mr. Testimony, Miss May's room service. I'm the head bellboy at the Fine Great Water Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest Miss May. She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest Miss May herself. I see. Defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, May will be finished.